how do we collaborate? How do we get things done that need to get done with the absence of money?
And if I had to tell anyone one thing that describes Baltimore, I probably would tell them just it's difficult.
Bloody murder, murder, murder. Bloody murder, murder, murder. Papery murder, black on black murder. Papery murder.
My name is Ian Schlakman, and I'm the co-founder and currently the co-chair of the Baltimore Time Bank. We're located in 300 South Collington Street in Baltimore, Maryland. The Time Bank, actually, some of the folks came out of the B-Note, which is another project in Baltimore, the Baltimore B-Note, and the B-Note's dollar-based, so a lot of folks weren't able to afford the B-Note. So some of us started thinking, how can we affect change without any money being involved? Money was still a factor, and there's a lot of communities in Baltimore that just don't have any money. So the community of Baltimore has a lot of people with not a lot of money and a lot of time. I think is a place where, without any money being involved, you and your neighbor, even if you don't know your neighbor, can exchange whatever. You can exchange with your neighbor right now, but let's say you don't know them, you don't know what they have to offer. That's what the Time Bank does. It facilitates the exchange. That's a really, really good question. Almost all the groups that I'm involved with, I'm involved with quite a few, function around this kind of question of not just alternative economies, but alternative economics, but more so, how do we collaborate? How do we get things done that need to get done with the absence of money, with the absence of normal American dollars? Because the federal dollars are really drying up for a lot of cities and states in the country. And a lot of programs are really, really struggling without a huge donor base. So how do we get things finished in the community that ordinarily wouldn't be addressed? There's no profit in feeding poor people won't get fed. So the Time Bank is one of the ways where a community can exchange without money needing to be there as a catalyst. You can just have people coming together and using the Time Bank to post their needs and what they can offer. So hopefully it's a model for how people could function completely without money. If the economy came back and everything was the way it was back in my parents' generation, and you could pick any stock in the stock market and make tons of money, your housing values are going to go through the roof, great. I'd love a world like that. But if it doesn't, we got to figure out a totally different system. A lot of people out there are trying to figure out what to do, and a world that we're not so reliant on money, where we're pooling our resources in a completely different way, is really, really important. That's what keeps me doing the work that I'm doing. Ultimately, it's going to be a better world. So, economic crises are bad. I'm not saying they're good, but I'm hoping that what comes out of this is that we all can live a much more sustainable and cooperative lifestyle. That's my hope.
It's a celebration of black excellence. Black tie, black Maybachs.